it is Tuesday and we are going to continue today in maths thinking about counting on. Yesterday you did that using your first, then and now maths and you did that really well, and we're going to continue thinking about first, then and now today, but instead of using the counters and pushing them into the different sections, we're going to be using tens frames. We've used tens frames before, haven't we? But we've only really had one tens frame each, whereas today you will have two, as we have now moved up to 20, haven't we? So two tens frames, a 10 and a 10 make 20. So we'll be using both at a time. So I can see in my first section, I have how many black counters. Should we count them up and see? First, I had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. First, there were 8 black counters. Okay, then let's see how many there are now at the bottom that have been added. Then let's count them up. How many red counters were added? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Then 7 red counters were added. So first I had 8, then 7 was added. So if I did this as a number sentence, it would look like this. 8, add 7. Brilliant job. And then I would need my equals symbol. And let's find out what it equals, shall we? So I would then add these red counters onto my second. I need to fill in that part, don't I? Because I want my tens frame to be full before I move on to my next one, which will help me really easily be able to see I've already got 10. So, like I said, I can now see I've already got 10. So let's count from 10. As just like when we have our deans, I know this already equals 10. This amounts to 10, just like one tower when we do our deans is one lot of 10, isn't it? So this is 10. So let's go from 10. Are you ready? 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Now there is 15. Fantastic. So the last part of my number sentence would be 15. 8 plus 7 equals 15. If it is a bit tricky for you to think about having 10 already, you can of course count each red counter if that helps you. That was just to make it a bit quicker if you fancy doing it that way, like we did with our deans. Okay, so now I would like to invite you, lovely ones, to come and join in with me. So you will need your 2 tens frames and, like yesterday, Lego, Cheerios, grapes, counters if you have them, anything like that at home, to come and join in with me with this question. And I'll let you pause the video to go and collect those if you need to. Lovely ones, are you ready? So first we need to have this many counters. So let's count up how many ones we've got first. It might help, sorry I should have said this before, if you've got 2 different colours. If not, that's fine. You can just count them and then have them underneath and then push them all up together. So it doesn't really matter. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. First, there were 9. So you need to have in your tens frame 9 of your counters or objects that you're using. Okay, lovelies. Okay, and then let's see how many you're going to put underneath both frames to add in a moment. So you've still got your 9 here. How many are you going to put underneath? You need to put underneath 1, 2, 3, 4. So show me your 9 across both tens frames, and then underneath, just like you can see here, have 4 ready to be added. First there were 9, then 4 were added. Now there is, so now you need to put the rest of those 4 counters into your tens frame and then count them all. How many do you now have? Okay, are you ready to count with me too, to double check? Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So I knew that was 10, so I could have counted on. So 10, 11, 12, 13. Now there is 13. Did you have 13 too in your now section? Fantastic. So all of your counters together. 9, add the 4 equals 13. You now all have 13 in your tens frames. Brilliant job, guys. Okay. This time, take all those counters off. So you've got 2 empty frames again. And then you need to make sure you have in your counters, out of your counters first, you need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so you should have 5 out of your 2 tens frames now, just like you can see on the board. First, there were 5. Then, let's see how many you're going to put across the bottom. Wow, quite a few. Should we count up and make sure we've got the right amount to put underneath? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Then 12 were added. Okay, so you need to have your 5 in your tens frames and then your 12 underneath ready to be added in a moment. So just like it looks here. Okay, lovely ones. You might want to pause the video until you've got that ready. Okay, brilliant. So you're now going to put the 12 counters into your tens frames. So it will look like so. And then we are going to add them up to work out how many we have now. We started with 5, then we added 12. Now we have, let's find out, shall we? So I know this is 10. And then let's count on from 10. So 10 in your head, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. So you should all now have 17 counters, Cheerios, Lego pieces, grapes, whatever you've got going on in your tens frames. So 5 add 12 equals 17. Okay, lovely ones. Let's do the last one. And then you will have a go at doing this in your worksheets. So empty those tens frames and then you need to have ready to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. First, there were 7 counters. You might want to pause this video and put your 7 on. Okay, brilliant. Then underneath you need to add 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then 5 were added. So you should have 7 in your tens frames and then 5 underneath ready to add on to see how many you now have. First there were 7, then 5 were added. Are you ready to see how many we now have? So first we had 7, then we added 5. Now we have, this is my 10 in my head, 11, 12. Do you have 12 too? Brilliant job, guys. Okay, if you now want to go to the first part of your worksheet, which looks like this, you can fill in these 3 questions and then come back to the video where we will then do the input for the number lines. You might want to continue to use your tens frames and do it practically to help you work it out, and I will see you in a moment. Hi guys, I hope you enjoyed your first part of today's lesson, doing it on tens frames. We are now going to think about doing it with number lines. So you should also have some number lines to use at home. We're just going to recap how we do a number line first and how we use this to help us with our counting on. So I've got my addition number sentence here. It says 15 add 4 equals what? So my first question for you is, where will I start on my number line? 15, fantastic, because 15 is the biggest number and it is the start of my number sentence. So I'm starting on 15. How many jumps will I do? Fantastic, I will do 4 jumps as I am adding 4. Remember, we do not count our first number, we only count our jumps. So let's count together. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then I will go back and double check to see I haven't added any extra jumps or made them slightly bigger by writing the numbers here. So I've got 1 jump there, 2, 3, 4. Fantastic. And I've landed on the number 19. So I know 15 add 4 equals 19. Brilliant job, everybody. Okay, so you can now grab your number line and work out where we need to start this time. So my number sentence is 3. Add 12. So where will we, do it with me on yours, be starting this time? 3, fantastic. So go to your 3 and then very carefully you are going to jump 12 times. Remember to only count your jumps. So when you move like this across to 4, that is 1, okay? Let's go together from 3. Are we ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Let's go back and check we've done only 12 jumps. 1, 2, 3, 4. Sorry, it's a bit tricky to write on here. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Fantastic. And I've landed on this number here, which is number 15. So 3 add 12 is 15. Did you end up there too? Great job. Okay, let's do this one together. The number sentence is 11 add 4. Where will we be starting this time, my lovelies? On the 11. Fantastic. Are we ready? How many jumps will we be doing together? 4. And why are we doing 4 jumps? Because we are adding 4, aren't we? Are we ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's go back and make sure we've only done 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Brilliant job, everyone. And the number we have landed on is 15. 11 add 4 is 15. Great job, guys. Okay, this time I'm going to leave you to do it by yourself and I'll come back and see if we've got the same answer. Okay, so you should have started on number 8. We were adding 12 jumps, so we landed on 20. So the answer is 20. So you should now all be ready to go and fill in this part of your worksheet here. And I can't wait to see your amazing work today. Bye, guys. Sorry, I just want to say, as always, we're so proud of you. And I can't wait to see Norca Miss Evans, your amazing maths from today. I hope you enjoy using the practical resources too. They're all available on the website if you haven't been using them already. Bye!